Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Nuggets of Wisdom, where I give fun, exciting videos that have a perspective on life, unique perspective with a twist to make ourselves think. Because thinking for ourselves is one of the most important things that we can do. So today's topic is freedom. Now, is it the function of education merely to help you to conform to the pattern of this rotten social order? Or is it to give you freedom, complete freedom to grow and create a different society, a new world? We want to have this freedom, not in the future, but now. Otherwise, we may all be destroyed. We must create immediately an atmosphere of freedom so that you can live and find out for yourselves what is true, so that you become intelligent, so that you are able to face the world and understand it, not just conform to it, so that inwardly, deeply, psychologically, you are in constant revolt, because it is only those who are in constant revolt that discover what is true, not the man who conforms, who follows some tradition. It is only when you are constantly inquiring, constantly observing, constantly learning, that you find truth, God, or love. And you cannot inquire, observe, and learn. You cannot be deeply aware if you are afraid. So the function of education, surely, is to eradicate, inwardly as well as outwardly, this fear that destroys human thought, human relationship, and love. By J. Krishnamurti. Freedom from what? Freedom from the constraints of our own mind. How are we going to get there? I'm going to start with a story. Last night, my girlfriend and I, we had Asian food for dinner, carryout. So we eat our food, yum, 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 we're enjoying it, smiles all around. And we finish. And it comes time, we couldn't finish all the food, and my girlfriend wants to open her fortune cookie, not to eat it because it's made of whack ingredients, but to read the fortune. And her fortune said, "A great pleasure in life is doing what others say you can't." Wow, great. Well, that's not really a fortune, that's more a short sentence kind of saying admirable virtue or ambitious sentence to philosophize and live by. And superficially on the surface seems great, right? Cool. We all know it does feel great to overcome adversity in what human beings think we can't do to move on to new and exciting things, right? Well, actually, I got to thinking about this morning, and I actually found that to be very not correct. I think in the topic of freedom, that line, "a great pleasure in life is doing what others say you can't," that is the definition of constricting. Because if you are constantly mentally bound to overcoming and doing what other people say you cannot do, you, by definition, are dependent upon them seeking validation by overcoming what they thought you couldn't do. And this is not intelligent by any means. Intelligence meaning using proper education, lifelong learning to respond to what is necessary in life, not be bound by reaction, craving pleasure, and resisting pain. These are all feelings and sensations that we can feel at any moment in our lives. And if you are continuously reacting to this social pressure of what other people say you can't do, you're leading a life of pinball back and forth, trying to prove yourself to somebody so that you can become somebody. And like Ram Dass said, this somebodyness that we are all trying to achieve, that is not freedom. Freedom comes when we let go of these social roles and titles and we dedicate ourselves to overcoming our own fears, to stepping outside the boundary of what our mind's social pressure has been educated to. And when we do that, we start to find a new way of educating ourselves. Free form of thinking, the ability to question. Do not take conclusions and explanations. For to find out something is to be exposed to a vast expanse of information, knowledge. And intelligence is to not bring a conclusion upon that, but it's to sit with the mystery, to sit with a very complex thing and simply continue learning. And it's lifelong, it's not an ending process. And so to be intelligent in these situations is to recognize that we do not need to be controlled by other people. Yes, we can do what others say we can't do. We can rebel, right? But we need to rebel with proper alignment in ourselves, with proper thinking in ourselves to respond to a rebellion, not react in rebellion. So this is a lesson that we can apply to our life. How are you going to do it? You're going to stop thinking what other people want you to think. You're going to stop behaving in manners which you feel pressured to by other people. You're going to start sitting with yourself and understanding your own mind. Yes, that means meditation, but that also means learning to think for yourself. And thinking is an exercise which needs to be practiced daily. So with that, grab a pen and paper, write out some ideas. Oh, what are you going to write about? Well, you're going to go and you're going to read something. It can be anything you want. And then write a summary of it, okay? And then after that summary, write what you agree with and what you disagree with. And this is an exercise of forming your own opinion. But in doing this, you'll recognize, if you pay attention very closely, there is your mind in the act of life, in the act of doing what our minds do, taking in 5-channel sensory information and integrating it together to form a higher conceptual model of reality. And if you pay attention to your mind doing that, that itself is where wisdom will start to come, because you'll start to understand the reactionary mechanisms of your mind, how sensation affects that, and how you can choose to lead a life of freedom, unbound by these through conscious awareness. So get on that exercise. And if you have any questions, hit up the comment section, because I will surely clarify anything I can, because I know these are videos, and these videos, I try to say it as succinct and clearly as I can, but sometimes things can be ambiguous. So let me know what's up, and we'll go from there. So I look forward to you thinking on your own as well as myself, and let's do this together. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Nuggets of wisdom. Peace.
Perfect.